Sidebar this week. Credit for everything goes to Elizabeth for designing and prototyping all of this stuff. It's pretty good that we're actually finally getting it in now as well. So yeah, there's going to be a lot here. I'll try and remember everything, but if somebody knows about something that I've forgotten to mention from a PR or prototype, please let me know. First thing is we can, when the sidebar is open, we can now scroll and select other things in the list behind. So this works here also on the sessions page. This is not new, but oh, sorry, that's the wrong button. We can expand it full width and then back, we'll close it straight away. But the back button will do something different if we have gone to, let's say, somewhere else. So into this, we now have breadcrumbs. So if I go back here, we'll go back to where we came from, rather than back. Now we'll then close the tab completely. We have this keyboard shortcuts pop up here that tells you how to navigate. So that will work if I go like this and then just like up here. This is same as before, but a little bit more obvious. There's no longer a trace tab here. That's now there. So if a log has a trace attached to it, this will appear. You can also copy the ID, click this to go to the trace. And here are some other new features. We have the minimap, the colored spans. There's about 12 or 14 colors. So if you have more services than that, it will start to cycle through them. I was thinking we could do something with like opacities or hue or whatever, make the colors slightly different. But I think for now it's okay like this. At least it's better than them all being gray. I'll actually jump to this tab to show a nicer trace. So this all works the same. It just looks a lot nicer. You can select an area to view, to zoom in like this, move this around. If I zoom in and out on the timeline itself, the minimap updates. Double click here to reset. You can go back here. Also, this button resets. Again, now we're on a traces source. This is also, it also has a history stack. So if I want to go here and then view something else, you can see that the previous trace is here. We can go back to that and go to the tab. Cool. I think there was one thing that I'm forgetting. Oh yeah, the expand and collapse here. So these are nicer controls that we had before. Instead of having to go to each one. Say you come in and land on this span, you want to just collapse that one and see what's below. I think that's a bug because it's collapsing the wrong one. Let's see if this one works. Yes, I think what's happening maybe is that it's collapsing the one that we came in on. Anyway, something to look into. The idea is that it will collapse the selected span anyway. And then you can collapse all and expand all. Another thing is we also had in this project an issue, a bug issue for this minimum width of bars. So you can see this one is like 600 microseconds. It's the same width as one. That's 2 milliseconds. So I was actually thinking about picking this up tomorrow or next week. And then this afternoon, we got a PR from this guy who addressed it. And I think it's working pretty well. So I can show where it's deployed here. So we now have like relative span widths are a lot more accurate. And we have a minimum width of, I think, 2 pixels. So when you're like this far zoomed out, obviously this one wouldn't show at all. but we keep a little line there. I noticed this also affects these logs. I think maybe we could make them a little bit bigger and keep the actual trace spans really thin.